The pro-Israel community has failed. It's simple, it's short, it's to the point, and sadly, it's true. If your goal as someone who calls yourself pro-Israel is to do things that benefit the country, the state of Israel, then until this point, everything you've done has not worked out, and you need to reevaluate your methods. If you've gotten to a point where Israel is being bombed every single day, categorically unsafe, okay? In every country in the world, it's less popular, okay? In every single alliance is more shaky, then how can you call yourself pro-Israel supporting a movement that has only produced L's for Israel in 2 years? How? And you say they killed this one, they killed that one. Okay, who cares? At the end of the day, it didn't accomplish the goals. Israel killed the founder of Hamas, Ahmad Yassin, in 2004, okay? If this decapitation strategy worked, just killing the guy at the top immediately destroyed the terrorist group that they were the founder of, leader of, in 2004, Hamas would have ceased to exist. We've seen this happen many times. The head of ISIS gets killed. Does ISIS go away the next day? No. Unless the political impetus for the reasoning behind why people feel compelled to join Hamas is addressed, then there will be Hamas. And to wit, the proof of that is that 2 years ago, I was told, me personally, that Hamas would not be here a year from now. And 2 years later, we're still dealing with Hamas. I was told that Hamas would be tossed to the dustbin of history. And Israel now is fighting 4 wars, Gaza, Syria, Lebanon, and now Iran, okay? You mean to tell me that Israel, which was unprepared for October 7th, 2023, which for 2 years hasn't been able to beat little Hamas without one tank, one plane, one naval boat, now is going to take on the entire Iranian Revolutionary Guard? This is madness, and there needs to be new voices introduced into this discussion, because the voices that have been speaking for the community until now have not accomplished the goals. Israel's not in a better place. So all the good Jews that they lockstep marching behind Bibi, show me the W's that you've produced. Show me the benefit to Israel. Because from where I'm standing, all I see is ruin. Ruin, destruction, Israel being set back, the Jewish people being maligned, stained because of the shit that you're supporting. I have not gone one day in the last year without seeing the Palestinian flag somewhere online, somewhere outside in the real world. The only possible way that the tragedy of October 7th could have turned into such a massive PRL for Israel is if the army and political apparatus did exactly what they did to this day, which is massive civilian casualties, bombing, flattening Rafah. And they told me that by doing this, Hamas would go away, they would get the hostages free, that the other antagonistic forces in the region would be too scared to challenge Israel now. Really? Really? I was also told that, oh, well, October 7th, it only happened because Biden was president. If Trump was president, they'd be too scared to attack Israel. Too scared. Iran would be shaking in their boots from Trump. They make a mockery of this guy every day. Every single fucking day, they make a joke of this guy. Trump, the slave of Bibi. So what are you supposed to do exactly, huh? Simple. The answer is very simple. In the entire history of Israel, okay, the Arab country which has been the greatest threat historically has been Egypt. Egypt is the most populous Arab country, the most populous Middle Eastern country. They have fought real wars with tanks, bombs, missiles, not a terrorist group, okay, a real militia, a real military. And for 20 years, every single day, I'm told the peace treaties is worthless, don't even try, you can't trust Arabs, this, that. The only reason why you, viewer, are not worried that Egypt is going to invade Israel this week is not because they love Israel, that they're trustworthy, they're better Arabs than the Arabs next to them. It's because they signed a peace treaty 40 years ago and there hasn't been a bullet fired at each other since. So get on with it already, because the bombing and the killing and the decapitation for 3 years has not made Israel safer. It has not. There are bombs being dropped in Israel every single fucking day under Bibi Netanyahu, Mr. Security. So I'm the bad Jew and you're the good Jew? My anti-Israel is better than your pro-Israel. My anti-Israel is superior to your pro-Israel. 1,000 million billion %. Because your pro-Israel has gotten Israel to a place where it is one of the most hated countries in the world. The economy is in the shitter. And they're being bombed every single day, multiple times a day. They are not safe. So what is your pro-Israel good for? What is it good for? The ones who shamed me into silence for 2 years, what did you produce? What did you do that's so much better? Exactly. Where are the benefits? 7 Jews in Gaza got killed today in an ambush. For what? You think that helped Hamas be sent to the grave a little earlier? Didn't. Hamas is still going to be here tomorrow. And they're dead now. May God rest their souls in peace. But at the end of the day, how many ambushes of young Israeli soldiers is it going to be before we say, you know what? Maybe this war is Mr. Brady need to continue forever. To continue for perpetuity. There's no goal. There's no end game. It's just to keep Bibi in power, just to keep the status quo going. Unbelievable. And they think Jews run the world. They can't even run Israel. So for me, it's enough. Enough of the ones who are so smarmy, smug, that they really think they have Israel's best interest at heart. Let me ask you something. Are you judged, you as an individual, are you judged for the intention of your actions or the result of your actions? Which are you judged for? I'm pretty sure the pilot of the Titanic, he would have gotten to New York a few minutes earlier and nobody would have complained. But at the end of the day, we judge him for crashing the fucking Titanic and sinking the boat. It wasn't his intention, but he still fucked up. So if you have great intentions, you love Israel, you sing Am Yisrael Chai at the top of your lungs, great, mazel tov. At the end of the day, if you've supported the political course that Israel's on today, you need to present something more than just shut up, you're a bad Jew when someone criticizes you. You're a bad Jew, shut up. So new, show me the good Jews. What do you do for this country? Where's one good thing you did in 2 years? There's more soldiers that have died in the war of Gaza than on October 7th. And you can't even have one question about what they're dying for. 7 people died today. Young Israeli Jews, young, probably Moroccan Jews also. I happen to be Moroccan. So this whole thing of I'm pro-Israel because I support every last decision of the Netanyahu government, mindlessly, and you disagree, you're a bad Jew, I'm sorry, no. My bad Jew, if I'm a bad Jew, then I'm a rabbi compared to you. Your good Judaism has gotten Israel to this place, then it's worthless. It's for nothing. Getting bombed every day, soldiers dying, this, that. You think what, you're a brainiac? An elder statesman? You saved the Jewish people? Every single day, multiple times a day, Israel's getting bombed from Iran and bombed from Yemen and losing alliances and running out of ammunition to fight these wars and running out of soldiers. How long can this go on for? Seriously, it's a serious question. And when will the goals be accomplished? When will, just forget even the Houthis and the Iranian Revolutionary Guard and the Ayatollah, just Hamas, when will just Hamas be gone? When? Can I ask the pro-Israel people that they're so much better than me, they're concerned for Israel? You can't ask them anything. You say one thing wrong, you're bad Jew, bad Jew, bad Jew, bad Jew. So new, the good Jews, show me what you did for this country. Show me what you did for the Jewish people in the world in the last 2 years. So you silenced everybody you criticized. Show me. You can't even present to me why soldiers are dying, why civilians are dying in Israel. You can't even present an argument? And you tell me you're a good Jew, you're a patriot of Israel? Sing Am Yisrael Chai a little louder. Sing Am Yisrael Chai a little louder. Because that's all you can offer the Jewish people. 2 years of death, destruction, becoming a pariah in the world. And they want to sit here and tell me that this is the only way the state can be operated. There's no other way. You say that the state can be operated 1% differently, you're a bad Jew. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. You can only silence people for so long. So it's enough. Enough of this nonsense that one person says this government's not doing a good job, that they could be doing more to protect their people, which they could, because the bombs are falling on Tel Aviv as we sit here watching this fucking video. That Bibi hasn't done one fucking finger, lifted one finger to help the fucking hostages, to make life easier for the soldiers in Gaza. Nothing. Zero. He failed on October 7th. He's failing now. And Israel is not a safe country today because of Bibi Netanyahu. It's a fact. You don't have to like it. Half these propagandists on Twitter that are cheering the Netanyahu government are too scared to set foot in the country themselves today because Netanyahu has made it so unsafe. Because it's so unsafe that even the air defense systems are running out of missiles to fight against the Iranian missiles that are being sent there. They wouldn't even go. They're so scared because they know it's not safe. They know Netanyahu has failed deep down in their chest. But even Tel Aviv is not safe under him. So if your whole entire argument of why you're a better Jew than me is because you mindlessly support this government, I'm sorry. While the bombs are falling on Tel Aviv because of the action of the government, you can't make the justification, I'm sorry. You can't, there's no reasoning. You need to at least be able to have the discussion, not just instantly bad Jew, instantly you're a bad Jew. So until the pro-Israel community for 2 years of silencing every Jew who disagrees and shaming them and dividing the Jewish people and destroying the Jewish people and destroying the name of Judaism in the world and destroying the country of Israel, more than I ever could for allegedly me being anti-Israel. In 10,000 years of my policies being implemented, you would never see Israel in such a sorry state as today, following the policy of the pro-Israel community. What didn't you get from your wish list exactly of pro-Israel? You wanted the people banned that protest Israel, they're banned, they're deported. You wanted fucking, that you criticize Israel, you go to, you're ashamed, you're silenced, great, you can't do it. You want Bibi in power, Bibi in power. You want Trump in power, Trump in power. What did Trump do exactly against Bibi? What did he do to stop Bibi? What has Bibi been impeded from doing in 2 years exactly that he wanted to do? Zero. The point by point by point, the pro-Israel community's agenda has been implemented and it has not resulted in a good state of existence for Israel. That's the reality. You don't have to like it for it to be the reality. So if you're pro-Israel today, I ask you a question. I'm a bad Jew. Me, I'm the worst. Forget bad. Worst. 10,000 times worse than you, the good Jew who supports every action of this government. What do you do for this country? What do you do for the country of Israel? Where's the benefits of your policy agenda, sir? Where is it? Because from what I see, Israel's a country in danger. Israel's a country on the brink. Israel's a national pariah. 5 years ago, you want to walk down the street with an Israeli flag in New York, you probably wouldn't be as much trouble as today. It's a simple fact. Even on the Republican side, you have Republicans, the most Republican people in the Congress, criticizing Israel openly was unthinkable 5 years ago. Unthinkable that the most right-wing people in America today would be the most vocal critics of Israel. Why? Because America first and anti-war is the antithesis of what Bibi Netanyahu is dragging America into right now. Nobody wants this war with Iran, only Bibi. Israel's not ready to fight it also. There are 3 million soldiers in the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, sirs. Hamas has, what, 70,000 people tops? If you cannot beat Hamas in 2 years, then you cannot beat the Iranian Revolutionary Guard in 1 month. They're acting like you're going to go into Iran, 1 week, Ayatollah's gone, boom, it's going to be McDonald's and Coca-Cola everywhere, and one Israeli soldier is going to stub his toe. Only casualty. One guy's going to stub his toe. This is not a level of reality. This is not a level of reality. Your pro-Israel activism that you've told me is so much better, infinitely better than what I support, has gotten Israel to a place today that is unsustainable. If Israel stays like this for another year, there will not be an Israel. So before you go on Twitter and say, this guy criticized Bibi, he's a bad Jew, this guy went on Twitter and he criticized Smotrich, he's a bad Jew, show me what you did good. Show me what you did good for the Jewish people. Where's the benefit of Israel, of the pro-Israel community? Where? I'm looking. Because from where I'm seeing it, Israel's broke. Israel doesn't have the labor resources to build up real estate, to build up construction. There's a housing crisis. There's a cost of living crisis. There's the Jewish people divided more than they've ever been in my existence of 36 years as a Jew that went to yeshiva. And bombs are falling on Israel every day, and the people are not protected. They're not safe. How much more obvious does it need to be? You can't fight 4 wars at one time. Beat just one little Hamas, little nothing Hamas without 1 tank, 1 naval boat, 1 jet, and then go fight Iran. Is that not a reasonable statement? That's not reasonable? Just war, every country, fight every country in the Middle East at once is the brilliant strategy of the pro-Israel community that they think they're helping the country? I will say it again. My anti-Israel is better than your pro-Israel. My anti-Israel is better than your pro-Israel. Because your pro-Israel has gotten Israel to a place where, look at it. Look at the country today. How many bombs fell on Tel Aviv today? How many soldiers died today from the pro-Israel agenda? That they can't even answer the question of why these people are dying, and until when they'll die. Until when we'll wake up every day and read 30 soldiers died in Gaza. Until when? For what reason? When will Hamas be defeated? They were supposed to be gone a year ago. A year ago they were supposed to be gone here. Today they're still here. So, simply put, the title of the video is 1 billion% correct. The pro-Israel community has failed in their stated goals of improving the life quality of Israel and helping the country of Israel. They have failed 1,000,000%. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Just because your intentions are good doesn't mean the result is good. So please, the pro-Israel that you're so much better because you support every government, every action of the government, give me a break. Give me a break. Okay? Because as I'm seeing it, I don't see one good thing that this government did in 10 years, let alone the last 2 years that they failed on October 7th out of their own arrogance. That they were spying, this is a true story, they were spying on the communications, walkie-talkie communications of Hamas. They stopped listening a month before. Because they said, oh, the Arabs are so dumb, they could never plan an attack against us. 4 wars at one time for one country of what? 2 million people? How many people live in Israel? But they're going to fight Iran, Yemen, Gaza, Lebanon, all simultaneously, and there's going to be no downside for the country. It's a miracle. Enough is enough is enough. At least you have to be able to have the conversation. At least you have to be able to explain, here are the benefits of me that I shamed every Jew on planet Earth who decided to disagree with this government. Show me the benefit. Show me the benefit that this one died and this one died, that you killed the head of Hamas here. In 2004, if you would have killed the head of Hamas, it would have ended Hamas, we would have seen the results of this strategy already. The decapitation doesn't work because Hamas is still here today. You're still dealing with Hamas. You told me a year ago they'd be gone. Why are they still here? So spare me the bullshit of how every single person who criticizes Israel is a horrible Jew, they're self-hating Jew. Me self-hating, my self-hate is better than your self-love. My self-hate, allegedly, is better than your self-love. Thank you for watching.